Wrestling fans, welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the invincible E. Vincent.
Hey.
This week's TNA Impact Wrestling Review starts off with Jeff Jarrett. Of all people, he's still around. This is tape delay, we all know. Jeff Jarrett saying, do I really got to go to Mexico? Yeah, dude. Remember last week? You going to Mexico. Now, as we all know, TNA's tape delay. So as we all know, Triple Mania 19 had Jeff Jarrett winning the Mega Championship from El Zorro. Yeah, mega. Not regular, mega. Supersize that. Definitely. Now, he's gone out of the way, also with Karen. There it is. Now, Eric Bischoff is in the ring with Sting, talking a little smack to Sting, and not a good idea with his new Psycho Sting we got going.
Exactly.
Psycho Sting decides to paint his face, like he did to Hulk Hogan the week before, and then decides to put him in the Scorpion Death Drop, followed by the Scorpion Death Lock.
Ow, my back.
Bischoff taps, doesn't work out.
There's no rep.
Then he's upset at Mr. Anderson. Where were you? Now it comes up, Slammiversary 9, that he saved his bacon, and he wants payback.
Yeah. Gunner, Bischoff had Gunner go in initially just to soften up Sting prior to the match, and he also threw in the extra mat tap so that Anderson was able to win the match. So, yeah, right. He wants payback now.
Right. Now, again, it's well-deserved, but Mr. Anderson, again, he's not immortal right now, so he's not playing by the rules. All right, so question is asked now, E. I know we've shot this around here often,
yeah,
but now it comes to the point where it seems pretty likely. But is Mr. Anderson going to join Immortal?
I'm going to say Mr. Anderson is going to play like he's joining Imortal for as long as it serves Mr. Anderson's purposes. He's not a team player. He does not play well with others.
He doesn't.
So he's gonna play along.
The poor man's the poor man's Stone Cold Steve Austin is what I call him. And yeah, that's basically what he does. Minus the beard.
Exactly.
That's it.
He's got the beer belly.
Yeah, he was eating a burger before that whole thing blew off, remember?
Exactly.
So anyway, that's what's going on. We'll see if he ends up joining Immortal. Again, it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing if this happens before the pay-per-view. Expect it. Definitely expect it. Now, first match of the evening here was Bully Ray and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Now, both of these guys are, going back and forth. And Scott Steiner ends up getting a chain to the neck. Bully Ray decides to, I didn't know that put you to sleep, but apparently not a choke, but
a sensitive neck.
Chain to the neck ends up putting you out. Bully Ray gets the pin, voila, 7 points. Now, after this match, it's brought up that Scott Steiner is going crazy. Go crazy. You know how he goes?
Yes. Scott Steiner was upset because Scott Steiner had the pin on Bully Ray before actually right after the referee got bumped.
Bully Ray's tapping out, but the referee got bumped. You know how it is. Come on.
Yeah, this is very
so he's upset. He's offered the olive branch. Hey, join Immortal. We need you. We can use you. And again, they can. They're undermanned. I mean, their best guy is Gunner.
True.
Straight up, it is.
Yeah, and the three standing, the last ones that are standing, are Gunner, Abyss, and Bully Ray right now.
Yeah,
it's like, so.
Yeah. We got one of them that's in Mexico, one of them's in the rehab, and the other ones just weeded themselves out. Ric Flair, Rob Terry, they're out. They're out. They got weeded out. The weak were weeded out. Mm-hmm. And to say Rob Terry's weak, that's wow.
That's saying something.
Anyway, continues here. After that, X Division action going on here with the new tournament they're having here to try to get a contract signed. We had 3 new guys, never been in the X Division before. Zima Ion, Federico Palacios, and Dakota Darso. The winner was Zima Ion, but after a save by Federico, which I know you'll talk about here later.
Yeah.
Zima Ion is the winner, and he moves on to the next round. After that being said, we had a little bit of a scrub here between Miss Tessmacher and Velvet Sky. The only reason I bring this up, the pigeons, baby. Why else? Now, this was another beat down by ODB and Jackie. Why doesn't she put herself through this?
Yeah. Velvet Sky keeps running at this wall, expecting it to yield. ODB and Jackie. Yeah, that's a pretty hard challenge to keep running at over and over and over and over. Hopefully it's going somewhere, but otherwise, Velvet Sky is just beating herself up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And taking Miss Tessmacher with her. Come on.
As long as I can see the pigeons, I'm all good with that. Now, following that, there was another Impact tag team match for the Bound for Glory tournament. Now, it was Matt Morgan, Crimson, that sounds fair,
oh yeah,
versus Rob Rude and James Storm. Now, I give you this. They're the tag team champions, sure. But we're talking about Matt Morgan and Crimson.
Yeah, two of the most fit guys that you got on your team.
Not fair.
TNA, all
time out.
Robert Roode's got a
new plan.
Arm.
No, let's talk about this, fellas. Let's talk about this. No talking. It was a carbon footprint to Robert Roode's chops, and that ended it. Now, this is the point that gets me. We're in this point system, right? Matt Morgan gets the pin. Crimson was on his team, but yet he didn't get the pin.
So he gets no points.
Crimson does not get any points. Matt Morgan gets 7 points. So now Crimson is 0, and Matt Morgan has 14 points.
Yeah.
Is this fair?
Well, yeah, this brings up an interesting, this is like a hole you could drive a truck through in the scoring system. This may turn out to play itself out down the road as we get closer towards Bound for Glory. If tag team partners start to turn against each other in an effort to
expect it. There's no way. This scoring system is designed to have tag team partners. Well, remember, Bischoff set this up, so maybe Bischoff wants to get beer money feuding.
Could be.
It might end up happening. If that's the way it's going to work. Hey, I want the pin. No, I want the pin. Nobody gets the pin.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, you get a carbon footprint to the face.
Ow, my face.
All right. Well, after that ended up happening, we had EY looking for Popeye. Yeah. We had AJ Styles announcing that he's going to be back in the X Division, beginning with Destination X. And Samoa Joe comes out stating that he used to be in Division X. Remember? No, I don't remember. Which Sty was it? No, apparently he's saying all of him was. So, whatever. He comes out saying he wants to do something here at Division X. And who comes out? Christopher Daniels. Now you think it's Fortune 4, right? But no, he comes out to challenge AJ Styles. Oh, for the love of competition.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and have a match. AJ Styles ain't going to back down, but how epic is this match going to be? We'll talk more about it when we're getting closer to the pay-per-view. But after this, Kazarian's saying, well, what are you doing? We're Fortune, man. Why are you challenging a Fortune? Leads to another question. We do know Fortune's undermanned, and they have no X Division to talk about, besides the X Division champion, which doesn't really count.
Yeah, no, Immortal.
Yes. Immortal, thank you. That being said, do you think Christopher Daniels will be in Immortal?
It doesn't look like it yet, but this would be a good first step in that direction, and that would not be bad.
Yeah, I think it's happening.
As far as the story.
It's happening. Christopher Daniels is exactly what Immortal needs.
Yeah, this is exactly what they don't have, High flyer, risk taker.
And if he can beat AJ Styles, who else has he got to beat? Kazarian. And then he could take down Fortune himself.
That's true.
All right, so look for that. That might be somewhere that the angle's going here on TNA. Expect to see that. After that being done, we go to the main event. Now we got Sting versus Abyss on an attempt, Eric Bischoff says, to try to soften Sting up before the match against Mr. Anderson, the rematch he's going to have. Bad idea, because this is Psycho Sting we're talking about.
Crazy!
Who ends up bloodying up Abyss. Yeah, I said it. You bloodied up Abyss with his own barbed wire glove. Which is probably Abyss's idea, by the way. But whatever. He's bloodied up. Just as time to see Mr. Anderson look at him and... Yeah, you want to get in there with Psycho Sting? Go for it. What do you think about the new Psycho Sting? Do you like him or not?
I like him. This is nice and refreshing. Less speech making and more bludgeoning.
Yeah, I like it. Why not? It works for me. We'll see what happens here in the next week. So that's all the information we have for the TNA Impact Wrestling Review. Let's get started with Invincible Easton's 3 the Hard Way. What you got for us this week, E?
Okay, this week we start with CM Punk making his announcement on Monday Night Raw that he's going to be stepping away from wrestling or from WWE following the July 17th show that he's going to be on. Now this... We don't know if this is going to be him officially stepping away from wrestling altogether, or if he's going to pop up someplace else in the near future, or if this could be something where, we might hear something different down the line, getting closer towards that date. Don't know at this point if it is an official WWE goodbye. We've enjoyed it, and I've said it more than one time. He's one of the most professional guys they got working over there, so I hope it's not. Goodbye forever. It probably won't be, but we'll see what happens.
No, it's all the above. This guy wants to stay. He doesn't lie. Okay, one thing that CM Punk's done is he's been honest with his fans. So if he's going to leave, I truly think he thinks he's going to leave. But WWE's deep pockets. And if John Cena wants him to stay, WWE wants him to stay. And John Cena has announced that he definitely wants to do that. He wants to keep CM Punk. He don't want to lose him. So between now and then, just do a long time. Will they throw money at him? And will money speak? Probably. We'll find out. But I truly do expect him to leave the WWE. What you got for us next, Steve?
Next, we have WWE and that darn technology. After the Power to the People show came out, where we had the epic match between Evan Bourne and Mason Ryan, WWE came out later and said that the voting system appeared to have gotten overtaxed. For some reason, according to their live chats, it looked as though the match for Evan Bourne versus Sin Cara was more than what people wanted. But for some reason, the cell phone system that was tabulating the votes got messed up.
53%, right? The same amount that Kelly had in the first match. So the 53% that was in Kelly went to the Mason Ryan, and in reality, get this, Sin Cara had 90% of the votes, which is
Mason Ryan.
Yeah, which is the reason why Triple H is going to make it ranked.
Yeah,
Triple H, baby.
Yeah, they came back later and said that they're going to go ahead and set up the Evan Bourne versus Mason Ryan. Evan Bourne versus Mason Ryan. Evan Bourne versus Sin Cara.
Not again, no!
Evan Bourne versus Sin Cara match is supposed to happen this Monday. So that should be good. So yeah, Triple H.
If you can't make it to a TV, check the live coverage.
Should be good.
All right.
Following that, the save of the week goes to Federico Palacios. This was during the match tonight on TNA Impact between Federico Palacios, Zima Ion, and also what's his name, Dakota Darko. Now, Darso, excuse me. What happened was Dakota Darso and Federico. What had happened was Dakota Darko and Federico Palacios were battling on the floor outside of the ring. Zima Ion went up to the top rope, did a twist flip off of the top turnbuckle. Six flip.
Suicide mission.
But he was coming up short, and Federico Palacios spied this out of his eye and jumped underneath him at the last second.
Yeah.
And basically
saved his bacon.
Yeah.
Saved him from looking like Christopher Reeves. Yeah. No offense.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be hurtful.
Hey man, that's how I call it.
But basically kept him from smashing himself on the ground. Now Zima Ion went on to win that match, and I think Federico Palacios might have tweaked his shoulder during that save. Yeah. But hats off to him. You know, that was pure professionalism. And can't say enough good things about him. So hopefully we see him here again sometime in the near future.
All right, thanks for that, E. That's all the information we have for this week's edition of the TNA edition of the review. Now remember, the poll is still strong. We have Jennifer Blake against Karen Jarrett. TNA fans, make some noise for your lady. If you like AAA, keep making some noise for Jennifer Blake because she's dominating this poll right now. Jennifer Blake, Karen Jarrett, who you like? This is going to shut down on Sunday. 2 new ladies will be on the Unified Wrestling polls on Monday. Kind of like the way that sounds. Anyway, for myself, this is Scorpio, the Little Edith. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys on Monday.
Peace.
Deuces.